And what about night terrors? How can a parent manage something that can be quite confronting when you're in it? What age do night terrors typically happen? Do kids grow out of them? What can parents do to help get through it?
There's not a massive amount known about night terrors because obviously, we can't do a huge amount of research in that really young population.
Yes.
So, but we do see it in the young toddlers, and even sometimes, in younger, in babies, where it really appears like they're having these night terrors, and it's quite scary for parents. So I think the thing for parents to understand is that your child's still asleep, and it does look like they're, having some sort of, horrendous experience, but you work out quite quickly that they're not responding to you. So they are dreaming, and it's really about kind of keeping them safe and taking them back to bed if they're moving around. There have been some success stories where kids that have sort of regular night terrors at a certain time every night, which is often what happens because it can be at a certain point of the sleep cycle.
Yes.
So what can be recommended is to wake them up sort of just before that happen, that point in the sleep cycle, and that tends to make them sort of disappear a little bit.
Okay.
So that can kind of be pretty helpful.
When the child is in the midst of the night terror, should the parents be trying to wake them or just let it naturally come to an end?
Yeah, let it run its course, and, just I think the main thing is keeping the child safe. If they're moving around a lot and they're in that state, it's easy to trip over things or bang into things. So, getting them back into their bed and letting it kind of run its course. And they can certainly, comfort the child as needed, but just sort of not be too invasive, because kids can then get a really big shock as well if they wake up and, they've got their parent there and it's really unexpected. So trying to sort of just keep everything really calm and not too, I guess, in your face for them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And do kids grow out of night terrors?
They can. So I from the research I've done into them, it tends to be certainly related to the sleep cycle and certain points in the sleep cycle. And we've definitely seen kind of less of them as kids get older. But some children might continue to have those sort of disruptions in their sleep as they get older. But, it's certainly something that we would see more in that younger age group, and just becomes sort of less frequent as they get older.